Two Sylacauga residents and two Childersburg residents were arrested on drug charges at an alleged methamphetamine lab at the River Point Apartments in Childersburg. According to Talladega County Drug and Violent Crime Task Force Commander Jason Murray, those that were arrested include Shelley Taylor Hosey, age 19 of Childersburg, Trenton Malone Landers, age 21 of Childersburg, Logan Kyle Milam, age 20 of Sylacauga, and a 19-year-old woman who was charged only with misdemeanor offenses. Hosey and Milam were each charged with first-degree unlawful manufacture of a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, meth, and felony possession of drug paraphernalia. According to Murray, the bond set at $40,000 each. Landers was charged with 2 counts of unlawful possession of a controlled substance, meth, and Klonopin, with a bond at $5,000. The 19-year-old woman from Sylacauga was charged with second-degree possession of marijuana and misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia. Her bond set at $1,500. The Sylacauga Alliance for Family Enhancement announced the dates of 2 of its upcoming projects in its Sylacauga's Promise meeting on yesterday. The organization's 3rd annual Dinner Under the Stars event will take place September the 16th at the Sam H. Wright Sylacauga Groves Community Garden. The date marks the first time the event will be so late in the year. On prior occasions, the dinner was hosted in June. Last year's dinner, however, was postponed due to inclement weather. When the dinner finally took place in September 17th, SAFE Director Margaret Morton found dinner guests actually had a more enjoyable time outside of the sweltering summer heat. The change in date is not the only significant difference dinner guests will find at this year's event. Morton has hinted at new surprises to be available at the dinner. Without suggesting anything, she mentioned new, more attractive means of raising money that will be associated with the dinner. What will not change, however, is that what has made the dinner so successful in past years, that's singing and dancing, good food, and just a wonderful time. SAFE also announced the dates for its annual school supply drive. That'll take place over a period of 2 weeks in late July on into early August. School supplies will be collected at Walmart on US 280 on July 23rd, 24th, 30th, and 31st, and August 1st. SAFE and other volunteers will pack the supplies for distribution at its building in Sullivan Court on August 3rd and to distribute supplies the following day. Now, distribution will take place at the J. Craig Smith Community Center immediately after SAFE's anti-bullying program, which begins at 4:30 at Noble Park. The distribution will run concurrently with National Night Out. Kathy Landers of Sylacauga's Promise said running the distribution between 2 already scheduled events would likely allow for more exposure when distributing school supplies. Well, approximately 11 days after her tragic death in an indirect fire attack in Afghanistan, fallen Defense Logistic Agency member Chrissy Davis is coming home. A procession from the Talladega Municipal Airport will transport Davis to Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega after the aircraft delivering her remains arrives on noon on Friday. According to Mike Perry, owner of Ursery Funeral Home, he said the procession route will start at the airport, extend down Speedway Boulevard to East Aboga Road eastbound to Alabama 21, following Alabama 21 to North Street, ending the route at Ursery Funeral Home. Now, along the route, he added, Talladega Fire Department trucks will have an American flag affixed to ladders, forming a makeshift archway for the procession to pass through. Now, Perry couldn't confirm whether people were planning to line up along Speedway Boulevard to pay their respects for her return, but he didn't rule out that possibility. The visitation for Davis will be Saturday from 5 until 8 o'clock, a memorial service held Sunday at Ursery Funeral Home beginning at 3 p.m. In Sylacauga, dozens of policemen from throughout Alabama and Georgia made their way to the Marble City this week to participate in Below 100 training, an initiative designed to reduce line-of-duty deaths among policemen nationwide to fewer than 100. The training, held earlier this week at Sylacauga High School on Tuesday and Wednesday, saw roughly 83 policemen attend over the 2-day stretch. 29 agencies from throughout Alabama attended, including agencies as far away as Lauderdale and Baldwin counties on into Georgia. The training mainly covered common sense aspects of policing, from always wearing seatbelts and vests to driving safely, to always remaining aware of one's surroundings when dealing with pedestrians.